Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2015 Nashville Heritage Performance Program. If you are just joining us, welcome, and please make sure cell phones and electronics are turned off or silent. We do have a new ensemble on stage, so I am going to reintroduce our adjudicators that are listening and working with our groups. Please join me in welcoming from Vanderbilt University, Dr. Thomas Verrier. From the University of Utah, Scott Hagan. And from Elkhart, Indiana, Bob Verheide. And now I would like to present from Central South Carolina, the D.W. Daniel High School String Orchestra under the direction of David Solini.
how does a great orchestra play together? What is the tools that we use to play together? Watching and listening. Great. Okay, can you be more specific? Watching what? Okay, for what? So what are you looking at to ensure that your parts are, you're absolutely right, I'm skipping, pushing a little harder. Bows. Yeah. You watch bows. If the bows are together, the sound's going to be together. If the bows all look exactly the same, in energy, in style, in time, in weight, in speed, it's going to be together. Yep. This is a big issue for us. Because we're not all doing things the same. Do you agree? So, let's fix that. We're playing Mozart. Yeah? What is your name, sir? Hagen? Hagen, would you just play for us? You have measure numbers, yeah? Would you play for us 3 before D? Can you find 3 before D? Just play those 3 bars for us. Great. What is your name, sir? Henry, would you play for me the same 3 measures, 3 before D? Great. What's your name? Olivia, would you play those first 3 measures before D? Here we have 3 different interpretations. Do you agree? 2 closer. You go by your own drummer here on this one. Now, so Mozart in general, you know, we play off the string, right? Okay. As I'm watching you, a lot of you are playing very much off the string. And sometimes, playing off the string can be difficult. So sometimes young orchestras don't. But so many of you are that those that are staying on the string in more of a Baroque style is really contrasting drastically. So could the 3 of you, let's add you 2. What's your name? Olivia. What's your name? Oh, Olivia 1, Olivia 2. Olivia cello, Olivia viola. Could you, the 4 of you play, and could you match style? Now, I'm going to show you one little thing that's going to help you, first of all, is great orchestral duos set up in a V, coming from the pedestal of the stand. So your chair should be at a V. This way your bows don't get in the way of each other, your elbows don't get in the way of each other, but you can also see each other and communicate. So I'm going to encourage you, in each of your stand partnering, to V up. Got it? And now, look at that. It's going to be helpful. Now, here we go. So it's going to be, here's the thing. You may not be able to see them as well as Olivia. So Olivia, you really have to copy what you see here so that the communication is working together. So here we go. The 4 of you are going to play, and we're going to play those first 3 measures before D, and we'll play it exactly the same. Here we go. Let's do it again. Can you give us a bigger breathe and help? How do you feel? Are you matching? You have a question. You want to try it again? Do you feel like you're matching? Okay, try it again. Hold on, show us if nobody coming. If you're going to start, you got to make sure everybody's ready. Okay, great. So what part of the bow are you playing on? Middle or half. Got it? Middle or half. And where are you playing relative to the bridge? Between the bridge and the fingerboard? Closer to the fingerboard, but not over the fingerboard. Okay? So get up. You set up where you're going to, and you're starting on the string, right? Okay, so get yourself on the string like you're going to start. Okay, I also noticed that your bow is perpendicular to the string. That's kind of an important string fundamental thing. So some of us tend to play a little off kilter. Okay, good. Very good. Now he's further, notice you can see, you can't see, but he's further up here. Got it? Okay, here we go. Not bad at all. You can play off the string. You uncomfortable playing off the string? Sort of. Well, you start on the string and then come off. Got it? Okay, take the risk this time. One more time, take the risk with it, and you can do it. Much more together. Now, it took us about 5, maybe 6 minutes to get 4 players on 3 measures to somewhat closely match style. You see the work ahead. Okay, so let's us all start at the beginning of that phrase. How about, where's a good place to start on this? Let's start at the beginning. You don't need conductor on this, right? Because you have each other. Here we go. I'll start you off. Is that about our tempo? Ready? Stop for a second. Are you guys shy? You're not shy. Are you shy? Okay, stand up. Do you have this memorized? You probably don't know the music. Do you? Opening of this, do you? Do you need it? Do you need the music? Do you? Okay, can you use it? Come over here. You're going to stand at each other. Don't hate me. Now, so you have the music only as a reference, right? You don't really need it all the time. So what I'm going to ask you guys to do is play to each other, looking at each other's bows and matching exactly what you see from the other person. Matching bow placement, amount of bow energy, right? The amount you're playing into the string, matching everything that you see. Can you do that? Which means that you're going to meet in the middle. Okay, here we go. Well, already got together. He went D, and he lifted, and you did not. Okay, stop for a second. He's using about this much bow, you're using about that much bow. So can you match? The thing about playing as an ensemble, this is what's very interesting. The thing about great ensemble players, live by a rule. That rule is this. It is better to be together than right. Do you understand what I'm saying? You might be right, but it's better to be together, because then you give the conductor one thing to respond to. The conductor will say, could you use more bow? Make sense? It's better to be together than right. So the two of you be together, match each other. Don't expect her to go to you, go to each other. Here we go. Aha, see now, it's much more together. Now I would say now, we've got to put much more into the string, right? We've got to do much, much more with it. But the number one goal for an ensemble player is really good, really great demonstration, nice memory too, but go ahead and sit down. The most important thing that you do as an ensemble player is to do things together. Because then the conductor will say, you know, this is much too soft. You have to put much more weight into the bow, resistance into the bow. Make sense? But what happens is we have some, you know, it happens in every orchestra. We have some players who are really sure about how to do it, and it becomes a soloist with sound behind. And that's not what we're looking for. We're looking to unify the whole thing. Now, the job of unifying, as we talked about, the very beginning is using your eyes, looking at bows. People in front, principal players, you have an enormous responsibility to be demonstrative about what you're doing. And realize that the majority of the people who are following what you're doing are behind you. So it has to be very demonstrative in terms of the amount of bow and the energy. And I would even in rehearsal move those principal players around. Do you do that? Move them around so that you would work with a different stand partner every rehearsal. This happens in great orchestras. They move around so that everybody gets in rehearsal next to the person who's made the decision, because that's usually the role of the principal player, to make the decision about how much, where the bow is going to be on this part, some bowing things, we're going to bow it this way, that kind of stuff. So if you move around from rehearsal to rehearsal, everybody gets a chance one-on-one to make sure that they're unified with what the principal player is doing. Does that make sense? That's going to help so much just in unifying what you're doing. Does that make sense? You play very sensitively, and your softs are so soft. We'd love for you to get more louds, which means that in general you're playing with a lot of bow. You're using a good amount of bow, but with that we're not using nearly enough weight. And by weight I don't mean pressing, right? I mean by just letting you know your arm has a natural weight to it. Letting that create the resistance. Think about the resistance playing into the string. It's going to get us bigger sounds on the louder end of the spectrum. Make sense? Are you happy? What are you going to do with the rest of today? Where are you going? You going across the street? That's an awesome hall. You going to eat over there? What restaurant are you going to go to? There's a rainforest cafe. That sort of stuff. Well, thank you so much for making music for us today, and enjoyed it very much. Thank you.